केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
The Newshour Special Edition.
Good evening and a very warm welcome. You're watching the Newshour Special Edition with me, Pratibha Chandran. Two debates this evening. The first debate is Rahul Gandhi predicting the collapse of the government within 1 year because of economic distress. Political prediction wrapped in wishful thinking, or is it the anarchy toolkit at play again? And where are the Samvidhan saviors when Rahul Gandhi predicts the collapse of a democratically elected government? That's debate number one. Debate number two is legacy above national security. After over 100 years of power and privilege, it's the end of an era for Delhi's Gymkhana Club. The government has slapped an eviction notice. Is it fair or unfair? That's debate number two. But let's begin with debate number one, with Rahul Gandhi yet again making a prediction or making headlines. He was chairing a crucial meeting with the leaders of the Congress party, and top sources have told Times Now that Rahul Gandhi told the party leaders that the Modi government may not even survive a year. He cited the economic stress on the country and blamed the Modi government for policy failures and predicted that the government may not even survive a year. Now, the Union Minister Piyush Goyal has launched a sharp attack on Rahul Gandhi over his remarks targeting the Prime Minister, going on to accuse the Congress of yet again trying to spread anarchy in the country and saying that his comments reflect frustration after repeated electoral defeats. He also claimed that people have seen through Rahul Gandhi's intent and India bloc's divisive plot to destabilize the country, going on to say that this is going to fail. The BJP says that it's not the first time that Rahul Gandhi has tried to dislodge the Modi government by inciting riots and through anarchy. It says that Rahul Gandhi is conspiring with foreign elements to destabilize India. Listen in to his past statements.
ये जो नरेंद्र मोदी अभी भाषण दे रहा है, मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, 6 महीने बाद, 7-8 महीने बाद ये घर से नहीं निकल पाएगा। हिंदुस्तान के युवा इसको ऐसा डंडा मारेंगे, इसको समझा देंगे कि हिंदुस्तान के युवा को रोजगार देने के बिना ये देश आगे नहीं बढ़ सकता है।
That do not think that we are fighting a fair fight. There is no fairness in this. If you believe that we are fighting a political organization called the BJP, that we are fighting a political organization called the RSS, you have not understood what is going on. The BJP and the RSS have captured every single institution of our country. We are now fighting the BJP, the RSS, and the Indian state itself.
Joining us on the broadcast, Tuhin Sinha, national spokesperson of the BJP, Tushar Gupta, political analyst. We have Advocate Kapil Madan, political analyst, and Dr. Pooja Mishra, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, as well as Siddharth Sharma, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, joining us on the broadcast. And I want to begin with Kapil Madan on the statement that has been made by Rahul Gandhi on whether the Congress party now has no faith on Samvidhan. What happened?
So, let me begin by saying that political prediction is not an anarchy or, a conspiracy which, in your opening narratives, you're trying to suggest. And let me give you an example why I say so. When BJP contested 2024 elections, BJP said that, is saal 400 par. जब वो 400 पार का when they were giving this prediction and with that much of confidence, क्या उनको election commission ने लिख के बोला था कि 400 पार? Of course, based their own initial understanding, estimates, etc., they could arrive at a figure or a political understanding or a contemplation or a prediction. They said, we will be able to reach 400 400 par, and it didn't happen. Similarly, once you are in a political atmosphere, in a political landscape, you will analyze the situation. You will try to understand the mood. You will try to understand the mood of the nation. You will try to understand the mood of the alliance partners. And basis that, you are making a political prediction that this government may not survive. And let me give you another context why this prediction seems so logical. Now, remember, before 2024, BJP had a majority. They didn't require their coalition partners to form the government. Right now, it is a coalition government. BJP is not having a majority in Lok Sabha. So the point I'm trying to make here is, when you are a coalition government, you are dependent upon your alliance partners.
Okay.
Of course, basis whatever is happening in the country. In fact, there cannot be more credible, direct and straight evidence of state of our economy when the Prime Minister himself is saying that, conserve fuel, don't go outside, don't buy gold.
So you mentioned the allies of the NDA, the JDU as well as the TDP are very much with the NDA. There have not been any contrary statements.
Yes, they are. So how many times JDU flipped?
So global pressure is the excuse, but you're saying it's the same prediction. Okay, all right, I take your point. You're saying that this is just a prediction that Rahul Gandhi is making. Kapil Madan, you're saying it's a prediction that Rahul Gandhi is making based on his reading of the situation.
So I am just asking you a question. How many times
No,
JDU
Tuhin
flipped
Sinha,
in the 5
do you
years?
agree that Rahul Gandhi is just making a political prediction? Why make such a big issue out of it? This is just a political prediction based on his reading of what the situation is in the country.
Well, good evening, Pratibha. Good evening, everybody. Rahul Gandhi is a compulsive pessimist and a habitual naysayer. All his life, he has only made doomsday predictions. But the point is, 4 days ago, even Mamata Banerjee said that in 6 months' time, the government is going to fall. Now, political delusions are incurable. They are meant to, just kind of motivate your supporters from quitting the party. But since there is a pattern in these political delusions, I am given to suspect that these people who are giving this impression that they are under some political delusion might as well be part of some international toolkit gang. And that is where Rahul Gandhi will need to explain all his suspicious foreign visits in the last 2 years. What was he doing in South America for 2 whole weeks? Do we know the itinerary? We don't even know the itinerary of the LOP, what he was doing in Oman, what he was doing in Malaysia. And all of these trips coincided with very important political developments in the country. He chose to be abroad. Secondly, when he talks about the economic situation in the country, the important parameters, the current account deficit of India stands at 1.3%. What was it in 2013 when Chidambaram was requesting people to save fuel? It was hovering in the range of 4.5%. Retail inflation stands at roughly around 4%. Foreign exchange reserves are very well stacked up. So why does Rahul Gandhi use this alibi to again push the agenda that this government is following? I think, Rahul Gandhi, one, is a compulsive naysayer. Two, he might be, under the influence of some international toolkit gang.
But which one is it? Tushar Gupta, is it mere delusions as the BJP is saying, or is there more to it? Because Chief Minister Fadnavis also said the same. This is Mungeri Lal ke Haseen Sapne. So is it just sapne, is it just predictions that, or wishful thinking that Rahul Gandhi is doing, or is there more to the story as BJP suggests often?
Pratibha, it's a mix of both. Because Rahul Gandhi, to remain in the news, has to make one nonsensical utterance every now and then just to ensure his party that he's still relevant in the larger scheme of Indian politics. Otherwise, what does Rahul Gandhi have to offer? His alliance partners are leaving him. His Rajya Sabha MPs do not believe in him. His party cadre is deserting him. He's losing state after state in Bengal, in Haryana, in Bihar, in Delhi. He lost every election. He challenged the Prime Minister from the floor of the Parliament after June 2024 that we are going to defeat you in Gujarat. I reckon at this point, his party won't be able to save its deposit in Gujarat 2027 elections. So Rahul Gandhi makes these absurd statements only to remain in the news and only to remain as a talking point within his party. and he has absolutely no impact on politics right now. You have Uttar Pradesh elections coming up in another year. The Samajwadi Party is already miffed with him. You have Uttarakhand elections coming up, Punjab elections coming up. Do you see Rahul Gandhi with a plan? Absolutely not. But every now and then he comes and makes this one prediction, which never lands up. Never ever it comes, true. But that is Rahul Gandhi. He might be actually hoping that a Gen Z-like protest takes over. He might be hoping that some cockroaches or some ants or whatever, they might just come to his assistance on the ground. But nothing like this is going to happen. Kapil made a point about the economic crisis. This government has seen the pandemic, the supply chain crisis, the Russia-Ukraine war, the tariff war, and now the war in Hormuz. So this government has been through a lot of shocks, but never has been there a question of its government's relevance. And Kapil also made a good point about 240 seats in the Lok Sabha. But then Congress last breached the 240 mark in 1984, 40 years ago. That is when the Congress last got 240 seats. So I think the government of the BJP is very stiff, even though they do not have a majority in the Lok Sabha. And if anyone has any doubt, look at just what happened in West Bengal less than 4 weeks ago. The BJP swept West Bengal.
Okay, all right, but the predictions continue to come in. And I want to ask Tuhin on the same. In dismissing Rahul Gandhi, is BJP moving away from the real question, as Kapil was also pointing out? Now, you can dismiss Rahul Gandhi all you want. You can say it's wishful thinking. You can say it's something else. But is the BJP trying to dismiss the questions that Rahul Gandhi is posing on the global stress? Because there are issues that the opposition says that there are people in the country who are suffering. It's also seen in the emergence of the Cockroach Janata Party or whichever movement that comes in on social media. It is because that these are the voices of the people.
Pratibha, there are two parts to the question. One, is there a global energy challenge, global energy crisis? Potentially there is. But, that is where, in comparative terms, India is doing way better than most other countries. If petrol prices have gone up by 5%, in most other countries, it has gone up by, 30, 40%. So you need to compare the present situation in comparative terms. Obviously, Rahul Gandhi lives in, in an isolated world where he thinks that people can be misled. But if you come to that same meeting, Rahul Gandhi is also believed to have told his people to go all out to raise issues concerning the Muslims of the country, which only shows that his priority is only one community. And that is why you end up with results like in Assam, where 18 out of 19 MLAs elected by, Congress MLAs are now Muslims. So Rahul Gandhi needs to decide whether he's serious about genuine issues or whether he's only kind of, fostering hatred against Prime Minister somewhere or the other. But these delusions or these machinations clearly don't have a long life. They have a very limited shelf life, as we have seen in the last 10 years.
So, Kapil Vadan, we've seen that in the results as well. Is there some rejection of what Rahul Gandhi has been saying time and again? Because he says that this is the voice of the people, but it does not seem to be resonating with the voters. And not just the voters. You also now have a situation where the allies of the Congress party are also largely getting disillusioned.
So, Pratibha, let me just, answer my good friend Tuhin here. I believe if there was no polarization, if there was no religion in the country, I mean, what topics they would talk about? Because in this entire debate, no one talked about religion except for Mr. Tuhin.
But it was Rahul Gandhi who said this in the meeting.
Nevertheless, let me now respond to the issues here. When COVID happened, Rahul Gandhi ji made a statement and warned the government. The government didn't took a note, and we all knew what happened thereafter. We had a crisis. There were, shortage of beds, etc. People were queuing for cremation, etc. So we had seen that kind of terrible times. In so far as the argument that, look, BJP is, already winning elections, etc. So let me also give you, some data point. In Haryana, till now, Election Commission has not clarified how would a Brazilian model would feature in the electoral rolls more than 100 times. Even till now, they have not answered. even if the Congress has won Karnataka election, in fact, Karnataka election also.
So the election commission
Congress
has answered,
no, hold
and
on.
you also have.
No, they have not.
Okay, in
No,
Kerala
no,
as well,
so
you have won.
You please
so,
tell me what was. No, tell
okay,
me what.
so
why,
no, okay. So you're questioning the electoral process. Then how did you win Kerala?
Who voted for
Okay,
Brazilian?
so how did you win Kerala?
You please tell us. No, you please tell us.
No.
You
So
please
is
tell us.
election commission?
No,
If the election commission is biased, what happened in Kerala?
Madam, आप पहले ये बताओ कि
Okay, tell me what happened in Kerala. Kapil Madan, what happened in Kerala?
I am answering in Karnataka also. Congress government and won. Despite that, they came up with the data and showed. You please see the extent of the manipulation that despite these kind of manipulation, despite these kind of discrepancy, they could not win.
One small point.
They could not win.
Yes, Tushar, respond.
Every Congress worker, every Congress spokesperson, every Congress supporter talks about manipulation in the electoral rolls. Everyone seems to believe in it with a thorough conviction. And yet Rahul Gandhi refuses to sign the affidavit. Why? Rahul Gandhi is certain that Modi's government is going to go. But Rahul Gandhi is not certain about the electoral malpractices he was running presentations about because he doesn't want to sign the affidavit, which brings me to my original point. Rahul Gandhi, every now and then, just to stay relevant in the news cycle, given his cycle of defeats, tries to make one absurd statement and become a talking point. That is about it. There should be nothing more to this entire, dreams of Rahul Gandhi that he keeps putting out in public. He just wants to be a talking point and his defeats to be sidelined. He wants the people to overlook his poor performance and to concentrate on the rhetoric he keeps throwing out.
Okay, because let's take a look at what has happened. In the recent times, you have multiple allies, the DMK in Tamil Nadu, you have the Samajwadi Party, you have even the BSP shutting its doors on the Congress Party. Is that the reason why such statements are being made? Let me bring in Dr. Pooja Mishra, National Spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. What do you make of the statement that Rahul Gandhi has made that within a year, the Modi government will collapse? Where does the Samajwadi Party stand on this?
Good evening, Pratibha, and good evening to fellow panelists as well. And I think in the starting of your debate, you said that the statement was anti-democratic. So BJP met that anti-democratic statement a lot of time. Even for the West Bengal, the BJP leader said that within a month this government will collapse. Even they started, they did operation. So-called Operation Kamal in the state of Madhya Pradesh, in the state of Arunachal Pradesh, and nobody talk about it. If Rahul Gandhi is making a statement, Mr. Gupta said that he wants attention, he wants to be in news, that's why he's making some nonsense statement. He is LOP of our country. Please do respect him. He is on constitutional post. I didn't interrupt you. When there will be your time, you just put your point. Okay. So he's LOP. He don't need to make nonsense statement. And you said that this country has been through several crises, like we have seen the COVID as well. That's why people don't trust present government right now. That's why people are on the road. But that's why people are protesting. You are making people to line up for petrol. You are making people to line up for LPGs. You are making people to line up for electricity as well. You are making people to line up for water as well. And it's still, you are saying that the government gonna...
How can someone line up for electricity? You are saying you need to respect the leader of opposition. You are the one saying you need to respect the leader of opposition. Samajwadi Party itself is crediting Rahul Gandhi for enabling the BJP. Your own party is crediting Rahul Gandhi for enabling the BJP. Do you know your own party line? Your party is saying that because of Rahul Gandhi's incompetence, the BJP is in power.
Dr. Mishra, what do you have to say about IP Singh and what he has said? Dr. Pooja Mishra, what do you have to say about IP Singh? Because this is not the first time he has criticized Rahul Gandhi. It can't be dismissed as just a personal opinion. Ahead of the elections in UP, you have a senior leader of the party making these statements that soon it should be Congress party that should be shown the door.
इन्हें पता ही नहीं अपनी पार्टी का narrative.
Sorry, couldn't get you.
Dr. Pooja Mishra, what do you have to say about IP Singh's tweet? Because he has spoken about Rahul Gandhi, he has spoken about the Congress party, and he says that come 2029, it should be the Congress party that should be sent out first.
I don't have knowledge about that statement. Our party statement, currently we are into allies. We will be contesting upcoming elections together. That's our party statement.
Okay, so IP Singh, senior leader of the party, you're saying that's his personal statement. All right, let me also bring in Siddharth Sharma, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Pratibha.
Once again, before I come to you, let me bring in Siddharth Sharma as well and get in his word as well on what he believes is a statement that Rahul Gandhi is making, because again, the Congress party and the Aam Aadmi Party have also not agreed multiple times. What do you make of this prediction of Rahul Gandhi? Is it a prediction based on the ground realities, or is it something else?
Well, Pratibha, right at the outset, let me kudos to you to have conducted this debate in a very structural manner with a lot of less, maybe because this is Sunday today, and that credit goes to all my co-panelists also. So essentially what you're saying, what the LOP today said, what Arvind Kejriwal said weeks ago, logically, Congress has had, seems to be that the Congress has had that revelation today. That's come lately. So let's set the better about it. Kejriwal logically explained that a party which asks people one day to save money on weddings and travel, that is BJP, the next day if USA foreign minister says that the same country is going to give $500 billion of revenue, that to foreign exchange, that means BJP is admitting that it is an oxymoron. So let's set the better about Congress prediction of government falling. But does that mean that BJP is on a very flat, very easy batting pitch? No. If tiny Aam Aadmis of Punjab can make life better with world-class schools, free travel to NEET students, better fuel management, better law and order, highest daily wages to its people, then magnitudes bigger, BJP has to scale that good practice up across India, isn't it? So what's the outcome here? What's happening here? Essentially, in the last 2 weeks, we have seen that crores of middle-class temple-hopping Tamilians and crores of social media Indians have resoundingly chosen a third fresh face. Be it non-Congress and non-BJP, be it TVK or even cockroaches coming together on Instagram. This shows BJP's abject failure to manage India. BJP can't buy cheap Russian oil, fails to conduct a simple need test for youth, has no antidote for runaway price rise, has no answer to unemployment and fuel crisis like curtailed hotel menus because of gas shortages. In fact, all these have already triggered the tsunami. Ignore it at your peril. What is to be seen is when
Tuhin Sinha, when a CJP comes up, or when a TVK comes up in Tamil Nadu, it becomes a people's movement. Why is the victory in West Bengal dismissed completely?
The question is to me?
Yes, Tuhin. Who needs to see the writing on the wall? Because there are allies of the Congress party as well who don't seem to have confidence in Rahul Gandhi anymore.
Well, first of all, when, Aam Aadmi Party talks about the Punjab model of governance, I don't know, it's like, it's like Pakistan talking about Pakistan model of peace, because we know what they have done to Punjab, whether it is the fiscal profligacy, the complete, the loot, economic loot in Punjab, or the drug menace. Aam Aadmi Party has been a complete failure. Let me come back to Rahul Gandhi's prediction, or whatever his delusion. If he believes that to my understanding, the next elections are going to take place in 2029. And as of now, there is absolutely no threat. There is not a single alliance partner who's unhappy with the BJP. So if Rahul Gandhi says that the government is going to fall in the next 1 year, he's obviously fantasizing about some Gen Z protest, which he has been doing for the last many years. And Arvind Kejriwal also, this week or last week wanted some kind of Gen Z protests, which are not happening in the country because Gen Z is firmly with the BJP. Now, Pooja Mishra ji over here was saying we should treat LOP with respect. Even we want to. But when you make statements, absurd statements like I am fighting the Indian state, no Indian will treat this LOP with respect. You have to command respect. When you suddenly call Prime Minister Gaddar, why? Because, his 5-nation tour, his extremely cramped 5-nation tour has been replete with massive strategic deals, whether it is UAE investing 30 million barrels in of crude oil reserves to in India, or the semiconductor deal which was struck in Netherlands. If he calls Prime Minister Gaddar simply for making this trip in such a challenging situation, nobody is going to respect Rahul Gandhi. You will have to first command respect from with your behavior.
Okay, all right. We're running out of time. I just want to take concluding statements from Tushar Gupta on this.
See, my simple question to everyone on the panel, since 2014, Congress and Rahul Gandhi have been saying that the Modi government would not last 1 year. It's been 12 years now. This government has seen at least 6 to 8 external economic shocks. The people believe in Narendra Modi. The people believe in BJP. And if anyone has any doubt, look what happened in Falta today. Record voter turnout, and the BJP won a seat which they were never favorites to win by more than 1 lakh votes, leaving the TMC with only 8,000 votes. That is how the governance is changing, and Rahul Gandhi is not keeping up. Rahul Gandhi is unable to understand the nation has moved on from his kind of politics, and people also need to understand. Pooja Mishra ji here talks about leader of opposition and the respect he commands. First, the Samajwadi Party should start respecting Rahul Gandhi as an alliance partner, because her party also knows that he is a liability, but somehow Pooja Mishra doesn't, which is quite surprising.
Okay, all right. We ended there. There are challenges, there are global challenges, yes, but isn't that the time to unite? That's a question. From saying that the people will thrash the Prime Minister to some of the senior leaders of the party abusing the Prime Minister openly, when will the opposition hold the government accountable for these questions? That's the question. Thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast.